Hello, this is Steve Fodor, President of Customs Services and Solutions Incorporated. We're going to talk today about the Customs Power of Attorney form, and this also will provide instructions on how to complete the form. The Customs Power of Attorney that you are completing will grant Customs Services and Solutions the right to act as your U.S. Customs broker. As your customs broker, we'll be dealing with U.S. Customs and other U.S. government agencies to arrange the customs clearance of your imported shipments. Importers must use a customs broker with any shipment that they import into the U.S. Now, I said must. Actually, an importer can deal with U.S. Customs directly themselves, though that is a very rare occurrence today. Most importers use a customs broker like Customs Services and Solutions to act on their behalf. We will act in the role as your agent in all actions that we undertake with U.S. Customs and other U.S. government agencies on your behalf. Okay, let's work our way through the form starting from the top. At the top of the form, you'll see a section where you can check a box alongside either individual, corporation or LLC, partnership, or sole proprietorship. Check the box that applies to your business entity. You'll also see a space for your Federal Tax ID number or EIN. Please print or type that number in the space provided. Next, we'll move along into the form itself. In typical legal fashion, the form starts out by saying, "Know all men by these presents that," and then you have a blank. In that blank, you need to put the full legal name of your company, as shown in this example. In the next space, this is one that confuses a lot of people. There's a blank, and what you need to put in that blank is a description of the type of entity your company is. So again, is it you operating as an individual? Is it a corporation or LLC, a partnership, or a sole proprietorship? And you can abbreviate the type of company in that space. Next, the form says, "Doing business under the laws of the state of," and then we have a blank. Here you would insert the state where your company is doing business, as in this example, the state of Georgia. Then the form continues, "Having an office and place of business at," and you've got another blank there, and here we show an example of a full address that includes the street address, city, state, and zip code, so that has to be complete. Now we'll move on. At the bottom of page 1 of the Power of Attorney form, we'll continue. The form says, "In witness whereof the said," and then there's another blank. Here you would insert the abbreviation for the type of entity your company is: individual, corporation or LLC, partnership, or sole proprietorship. Should be the same as you filled in the space in the top part of the form. Then we'll continue. "Has caused these presents to be sealed and signed." Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. You've got a signature line, and that signature should be of a person authorized to sign on behalf of your company. Normally that would be an officer of the corporation or perhaps a business owner, or in the case of a partnership, it would be one of the general partners or chief partners in that partnership. Beneath that, there's a space for the name and the job title or capacity of the person that signed above. You would type or print that person's name, and then you would show their job title, just like shown in this example. And then, of course, we have a space for the date. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. The date that you would insert in that space is the date that the form is actually being signed. Under customs regulations, every power of attorney form must have the following statement: Notice regarding payment of customs charges. If you are the importer of record, payment to the broker will not relieve you of liability for customs charges such as duties, taxes, or other dues owed customs in the event the charges are not paid by the broker. That's important to note. What that's saying is, even if you pay your customs broker, if that broker, for whatever reason, doesn't pay that money to U.S. Customs, you as the importer of record are still legally obligated to U.S. Customs to pay that money. And it continues, therefore, if you pay by check, customs charges may be paid with a separate check payable to the U.S. Customs by the broker. Importers who wish to utilize this procedure must contact our office in advance to arrange timely receipt of duty checks. This form was designed a number of years ago, and since that time, many importers are paying their duties directly to U.S. Customs via the ACH debit system. And we can help you set that up. It's a cost-free way of making sure your payments that are owed to U.S. Customs get into U.S. Customs hands quickly and without risk. Better than writing a check and having to send it via overnight and hope that it gets where it needs to be on time. If you'd like further information about how to pay your duties via ACH payment to U.S. Customs, please contact us. You can send an email to docs, D-O-C-S, at cssbrokers.com. Let me read a few other statements that I think are quite important. You have the ability to pay your duties directly via ACH, as I've indicated. One of the benefits of doing that is that you can also apply to pay those duties to U.S. Customs on a monthly basis versus on a shipment by shipment basis. As an example, if you had a shipment that arrived in the U.S. in the month of January and you were paying it on a regular payment to either your broker or via ACH to Customs, that money would have to be paid within 10 business days of the date of entry. However, if you're paying your duties directly via ACH and you apply for and are approved for periodic monthly statement payment, you would not pay that January duty until the 15th business day of the following month, the 15th business day of February. That can be a great cost savings for you, gives you some free float time on your money. If you're further interested in that program, we'd be glad to explain it to you. Again, our email, docs, D-O-C-S, at cssbrokers.com. Well, that wasn't too bad. The power of attorney form is now complete. Please return the completed form to us via email, docs, D-O-C-S, at cssbrokers.com, or you can fax it to us if you'd like at 770-852-6879. And once we receive that power of attorney form, we'll make sure your company is set up and ready to go. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our presentation today, and please feel free to call our office at 770-852-6829 if you need further assistance.